Greetings, I am Wally the Servo Skull and I will be your narrator for this episode. After 3 grueling cycles of combat, the campaign has finally reached downtime. Each gang has received 250 additional credits to equip their fighters and has the opportunity to demolish any structures they no longer wish to keep at their settlement. As well, all fighters come out of recovery. Rosters for each of the gangs are linked in the show description. The Ash-Blessed Corda gang accomplished their goal for the first half of the campaign, erecting the enormous Battle Cathedral Sanctuary and expanding their settlement to exert greater influence for the redemption in the Iradium Oceanus. But just as they finished their great work, the head of House Corda summoned them to give them a mission of crucial importance to the house's interests. They have begun doing reconnaissance along the Poison Sea coast, looking for signs of hostile Xenos life. The Ash-Blessed replaced Sister Concussion, who died last game. They took a flamer off the Ridger Hauler and gave it to the new champion they hired, Sister Ignitus. The Ridger Hauler received Sister Concussion's old grenade launcher and was also upgraded with a long rifle. The gang bought bikes for both champions and Sister Ignitus received a chainsword while Sister Deadeye received a shock stave. The Squat gang the Cage are well positioned going into the second half of the campaign. Their settlement is thriving, and they have a large stable of caravans doing business with them. The gang is in Gastown picking up custom carapace armor for the leader and champion at the market that sets up there every few cycles. With their earnings, the Squats repaired their vehicles, bought carapace armor for the leader and champion, as well as a bionic leg for Antonio Corelli. The Nomads currently have the most victories, but are behind on credits due to deaths. Their settlement is lean, in typical Nomads fashion. They bought a new champion to replace the dead specialist, equipping him with the old charge caster and a suspenser. They also bought a web gun for one of the Dust Riders and armor for a number of fighters. The Nomads have come to market to fence some of the spoils of raiding they don't need, as well as eye up potential targets for picking off after the market begins to pack up. The market is located in the ruins of a promethium extraction and processing facility known as Gastown. It is held once a cycle and gangs and merchants come from every direction for the opportunity for trade and finding work. The mission: Bazaar Shootout Arbitrated Edition. Board. The game is played on a 3x3 board with a bustling marketplace covering most of the space. Crews. Each gang selects 5 fighters. No mounts, vehicles, or heavy weapons can be used during the game, nor any template weapons. Rapid-fire weapons lose the rapid-fire rule. Deployment. Players roll off and place a single fighter each anywhere on the board more than 1 inches from another fighter and more than 6 inches from the board edges. Subsequent fighters are deployed with the same restrictions, but additionally not within 5 inches of another fighter from their gang. Everyone is spread out shopping and isn't expecting a fight to break out. Tactics cards. No tactics cards are used for this game. Unplanned battle. Each player randomly selects 1 fighter from their gang. They gain an activation token. Everyone else is unaware of the conflict. When a fighter is hit by a ranged attack or in melee, they gain an activation token. Additionally, when a ranged weapon is fired, roll 2d6 for each fighter who hasn't received an activation token yet and add the weapon strength. If the roll is 10 or more, they gain an activation token. Finally, if a fighter who has gained an activation token moves within 3 inches of a fighter from their gang who hasn't received one yet, they gain an activation token. Taking it easy. All the gangs want to keep the favor of the market's owners. Heavy weapons, ranged weapons with a strength of 5 or more, blast weapons and template weapons cannot be used in this mission, though a model with one may deploy. No vehicles or models on mounts can be deployed. No fighter may perform a coup on a seriously injured fighter. Each civilian seriously injured or taken out of action is -1 reputation to the gang that did it. Bystanders. Deploy 6-10 non-player models around the board. They are bystanders. They can't be directly targeted by the gang, but can be hit by intervening shots. If one is seriously injured or taken out of action by a player's attack, they lose 1 reputation. Loot the shops. Basic. Fighters within 1 inches of a stall may take this action to roll a d6 on the following table. 1. Trapped. The stall was booby-trapped. The fighter takes a strength 3, AP, damage 1 hit and is pinned 2-3 nothing much. The stall contains some sundry items of small value that someone will have a use for. Add d3x5 credits to the gang's stash 4-5. It wasn't nailed down. During the visit, the trading post step of the post-battle sequence, the gang gains 1 common item worth 30 credits, or less. 6. Jackpot. During the visit, the trading post step of the post-battle sequence, the gang selects 3 items with a rarity rating of 9 or less. Randomly choose which one they gain. Ammo caches. Fighters within 1 inches of a stall can use the ammo to load their weapon without rolling an ammo check, even single-shot weapons. Victory. The last gang on the board at the start of a turn wins, otherwise the game is a tie. Ending the game. The game ends when one or no gangs have models left at the start of a turn. Rewards. Gangs receive whatever loot they get before the game ends. Caravan, none. Road conditions, the board is open terrain. Weather, acid rain. All armor saves are modified by -1. The gangs. The cage, Ironhead squats. The leader Memphis Reigns has a power hammer, Ironhead auto pistol, Ironhead autogun, gem extractor, light carapace and photo goggles. The champion Johnny Blaze has a mount, Ironhead bolt pistol, stone burner, frag grenade, mesh armor and photo goggles. The specialist Cameron Poe has an Ironhead bolt gun, frag grenade, mesh armor and photo goggles. The ganger Antonio Corelli has a power axe, Ironhead auto pistol, Ironhead autogun, mesh armor and photo goggles. The prospector Benjamin Franklin Gates has a Ironhead stub gun, fighting knife, mesh armor and photo goggles.
Downtime game, marketplace scenario.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Little marketplace. I have some guys with some good close combat weapons. You know, I have a tight-knit crew. I mean, besides my vehicles, I have close combat guys. They're pretty slow, so I'm a little worried I might get outpaced. But, yeah, I feel like I have a strong core 5 that are going to blow away some juice here.
All right, well, I'm excited to see your guys kick some ass.
David's gang, Ash Wastes Nomads. The leader has a long rifle, blast carbine, mono hook, and mesh armor. The champion has a charge caster, blast pistol, suspenser, and mesh armor. And the gang brings along 3 dust runners with blast rifles.
I guess I could just take them off.
All right, so everyone remember that we're all mic'd. So.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
I like that we're playing with the rules a little bit, activation-wise. I like the sentry idea. I like the idea that I'm not going to lose anybody. So, yeah, no, I feel like this is going to be a fun, aggressive little tumble here.
Yeah, we've all been racked by a lot of deaths this campaign. In the first half, you lost 3 fighters, Sean lost 2 drivers, and I lost 2 fighters.
Yeah. A lot of death.
A lot of death.
That's okay. It's been fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, this is a nice little change up here in the middle. I like
All right.
the idea here.
I'm excited to see what happens.
The Ash Blessed, Corda. The leader sister Brighthelm has a mount, chain axe, exterminator, respirator, pyromantic mantle, armored undersuit, mesh armor. Champion sister Concussion has a flamer, chain sword, and mesh armor. Champion sister Deadeye has a long rifle, shock stave, and mesh armor. Brethren Honk, reclaimed autogun. Brethren Mose, reclaimed autogun.
We are getting there. We've got the first half of the campaign out of the way. We're now in downtime, and I'm pretty excited to see how this scenario shakes out. We're doing the settlement raid. I did a video of making the settlement tiles a couple of weeks, or about a week ago, and I was, getting it all ready. And now we're actually playing on it, and I'm excited to see how the terrain holds up in terms of being immersive and all of that. My gang is absolutely crap in this kind of a situation. No template weapons means that two of my best fighters lose their best ranged weapon, and yeah, so we'll see.
Deployment. The gangs mill around the shops, unaware of the opponents in their midst. The acid rain drives hard, making everyone uncomfortable. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and for as little as $2 a month you can become a patron and help support the show. Turn 1. Corda win priority. Honk, the Corda Brethren, turns and targets the squat bolter specialist.
It will hit. Passes the ammo check. Nope. And your guy gets an activation token.
But he is pinned.
The shot alerts the squat specialist it hit, the Corda leader, the Nomad's leader, and one of the Nomad dust runners. The Nomad leader charges the Brethren Mose.
1 wound.
Mose is seriously injured.
Okay, so the squat champion is going to loot this location. A 1, it's a booby trap. Moves that 5 over their way. It does not wound you. Lucky you, but you are pinned. And with your second action, you stand back up. And you get to pick your facing. Yep.
Sister Brighthelm charges the squat specialist.
I'm done. Well, the pilot's already lit.
It does not wound.
50%.
So it does, yeah, blaze is 50-50.
Pretty good.
It does cause blaze. And then the pistol, it does hit. Oh, it does not wound. I believe you can make your close combat attacks.
I get 1 attack.
But
so I
then
can
future
just
activations, he has to deal with being on fire. Because she's toughness 4.
Oh.
So it does not wound.
The pistol shot alerts the quarter champion and the squat specialist is alerted from the combat. The Nomad Dust Runner loots the stool.
4. You get 1 common item worth 30 credits or less.
The Dust Runner retreats from the nearby squat. Sean activates the Blaze Specialist.
So it does wound. I'll roll it. Flesh wound. So. All right. So 7 inches that way. So.
The specialist runs 7 inches and falls to the ground attempting to put the fire out.
You do not.
Mose crawls away from the Nomad leader. The Nomad champion moves into position to target Sister Brighthelm with his autogun.
Your gun's out of ammo.
The squat ganger is alerted. The squat ganger loots the stool.
A 5.
Good, not great.
Yeah, you get a item that's 30 credits or less, basic item.
The squat ganger targets the Nomad champion.
So it counts as long range. So it misses, and you take an ammo check. I think it's a 4-up since it's an auto pistol.
Boom.
And you pass.
Yep.
Of course you did.
Of course I did.
Your squat.
Sister Deadeye moves in a random direction. The Nomad Dust Runner moves up. Memphis Reigns moves in a random direction, coming within 3 inches of the burning specialist. Sister Ignitus moves in a random direction. The Nomad Dust Runner moves in a random direction. The Memphis Reigns charges the Nomad leader.
Boom.
He goes out of action.
Benjamin Franklin Gates moves in a random direction.
End of round 1. Things are...
Ding dong, the leader's dead.
Yeah, your leader got taken out.
So, but otherwise, it was okay.
Not too bad.
Gonna have to work on looting more places. And
Hey, you got a 30 credit item, so that's pretty sweet.
But
Up to 30 credit.
so far, the action is high.
Yeah,
Can't complain.
there's been a lot of gunplay.
I was hoping to pulverize more of your people before my leader got taken out, but
It's tough. That
so
mono
much
hook
for
is
that truce with Sean.
that mono hook is interesting, but it's no. It's certainly no chain lance.
No, it's no chain lance. This will be more fun with the chain lance, but next time.
All right. So
Yeah. So as expected, my boys are hanging in. You know, they've been trying to take out my bolt gun guy. He's on fire, but Freddy ain't dead.
he's very on fire.
He's very on fire, but he's very much alive.
He is very much alive.
You know, I've seen you each lose somebody. You know,
Yeah.
had a.
I guess we have to roll bottle tests.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 5. It's a small group.
I guess you don't have anyone seriously injured yet, so you don't have to.
I'm so far unscathed aside from the fire. You know, had a booby trap go off, worked out. You know, had a little bit looted. You know, I feel like it's a nice little round of chaos here. I'm having fun. I think,
It's definitely been chaotic.
Yeah, it's a fun little round.
All
But
right.
I'm gonna keep pressing the advantages.
Awesome. So my guys, I lost a nobody, not a big deal. He's seriously injured. And technically, he could recover at the recovery step in a sec. But, you know, things have gone pretty well. I haven't done any looting, which I should probably get on because that's part of the reason we're here, right? Steal stuff, beat each other up. That's the plan. So time to go get that bread.
The seriously injured Corder rolls a flesh wound. No one bottles.
So he flips over.
She went as far as
Turn 2.
for
activation.
Priority.
Sorry.
Corder win priority. The Corder leader charges the Dust Runner.
missing on everything else.
Also hitting on a 4. It does hit. Wounding on a 4-up. It does not wound. All right, goes out of action. I get a consolidate move.
The sound alerts one of the Nomad Dust Runners. The Nomad champion reloads and robs the stool. David gets another common item, 30 credits, or less. The squad champion moves up and targets the Corder honk.
So it will not wound, but he
But it
is
will.
pinned.
And will he roll an initiative?
He passes.
Mo stands up and fires his autogun at the squad leader.
But no modifier because of range. So he will hit. He gets an ammo check, 4-up. He does not go out of ammo. So does not wound.
The Nomad Dust Runner targets Sister Deadeye.
You still got to roll a ammo roll. So it does not hit.
Sister Deadeye and Sister Ignitus are alerted. The squad ganger loots the stool.
5, so you get another item of 30 credits.
Honk stands up and loots the stool.
Strength
it.
3 against toughness 3. It does wound. No AP. Takes a damage. Takes a flesh wound.
The Dust Runner loots the vending machine.
And it booby traps. So strength 3 against toughness 3. So it wounds on a 4-up. It does. He does not have armor. So roll an injury roll. So many bombs in this. And he goes out of action. This guy.
The whole floor just goes out.
Memphis Reigns stands up and fires at Mose.
So it hits.
All
does.
right, so it will wound. So he takes another flesh wound.
Sister Deadeye moves to a stool to loot.
All right, so a 30 credit item.
Sean activates Cameron Poe, who is on fire, and rolls to see if he takes damage.
So it doesn't wound. So 5 inches toward your other dude. Yep. And then you're going to drop back to pinned, and you're going to roll, and on a 4-up, you'll put it out.
Yeah.
You do. You're no longer on fire.
Sister Ignitus moves to the crate next to the porta potty. The lone remaining sentry continues to move randomly.
Yep.
The Nomads bottle, but both fighters make their cool checks.
End of turn 2. I think the situation has kind of congealed into a clear.
Yeah, I think, seeing little fireworks next door was always nice. Watching David blow up one of his own guys. That was fun.
And take him out of action.
Yeah, I think now my big thing is between the rain and my guys being slow, just trying to get over there and beach up and kind of stop you from getting a bunch of stuff while I'm looting at the same time. I think David's pretty much on his way out
Well,
here.
if he's smart, he won't be trying to beat us. He'll be trying to get more shit.
True. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, now it's just on the pressure to stop you from looting while I'm looting.
All right.
Got to wake up my last guy. That's frustrating too.
Yeah, you're the only one who's got a sentry left.
I got a couple of thick guys.
All right. So that mission was a little rough, or that turn was a little rough.
I'm gonna go out of my way to wake Sean up in the next round, so that he kills you.
All right.
Yeah, no, that was a rough round. But on to the looting, I guess.
Yeah.
If I can even last another round.
I think you can. I think we've all got one more round in us. After that, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, my gang is doing everything it has to. I had someone who was seriously injured. He recovered. We're getting all of the fundamentals, but we're a little behind on the
That guy's
looting.
way over there.
So,
The axe.
we'll see. But this is the last, turn 3 is the last normal turn before things start to change.
Turn 3.
Prioritize. Hey! All right, so we roll. No, wait, actually, David, you'll go second and I'll go third.
Squats win priority. Memphis Reigns charges the Brethren Mosed.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And
3 will wound. All right.
No deaths.
He's going to go out of action now.
I mean,
The Dust Runner loots a stool.
All right, so you get a third
Yeah.
common item up to 30.
Sister Brighthelm moves to the stool to loot.
What crate?
Another 30
everybody's
credit.
getting 5.
Everybody's getting 5s. Nobody's going to get that jackpot.
Stool. Antonio Corelli loots the stool.
All right, so another 5.
Another 30 credit item.
Antonio Corelli targets Sister Brighthelm.
And it will miss.
The Nomad Champion loots his stool.
Once again, the 30 credit one.
The Nomad Champion targets Sister Brighthelm.
And I
So it
turned
will
out.
hit, ammo check. It doesn't go out of ammo. 5 up. So it will not wound, but she is in.
Sister Ignitus loots the stool.
It's a 2, so she gets
that
D3
nothing,
times
or-
5,
Interesting.
so 10 credits.
Cameron Poe stands up and fires his Ironhead bolt gun at Sister Brighthelm.
Nope.
It misses.
Sister Deadeye loots the stool.
Get
All
your,
right, so
get
I
your
get
money. Ooh,
15 credits.
Yeah.
Sister Deadeye targets the squat champion Johnny Blaze.
Just right in the hand, nowhere else. Just the hand.
It does
In the
miss.
NPC we go. all that
Ammo
for
check.
all that
It
for
goes out of ammo.
all that for a 1.
Intervening shot on a 4 up, it hits the NPC. It does. Strength 3 against tough, or strength 4 against toughness 3, so it wounds on a 3 up. It does wound.
And he's not taking initiative check to not fall off the edge.
It's gonna fall off the edge.
It's gonna fall off the edge. So
Okay, yeah, damage wound. Dead! What did we decide? Reputation or just
yeah, it's
credits?
-1 rep.
Oh my god.
The last sentry is still not alerted. Johnny Blaze moves up and takes a shot at Sister Brighthelm.
Hits.
So it will hit. Does not wound.
Honk stands up and loots the stool.
So it's more D3 times 5. So 15 more creds.
Suddenly, a commotion from one of the market stalls, a scream, a gurgle, and silence.
All right, so end of turn 3, and there's a twist, as I've been insinuating.
So maybe I should have spent less time trying to make them bottle on their own and more time looting. But, you know, we're going to see what's going to happen here. Maybe we can take one down. We're not going to be able to take 2 down.
Probably not.
Interesting to see, but yeah. Looks like the end is nigh.
I feel like maybe we should go weapons free now. You can use full auto.
Oh, well then I stand a much better chance with a, with a bolt gun. So
yeah.
Well,
we'll say targeting the Genestealers, you can use flame weapons and go full auto.
No, looks like we may all stand a fighting chance if we work together. We'll see. See if we're capable of that, or if we just raid.
Exactly. Is cooperation even possible, or is it a pipe dream?
Or is it just raid?
So, David, that turn I think went better.
Better.
Yeah.
Down to 2.
Yeah, but you were down to 2 at the start of the turn. You didn't lose anybody.
That's fair. Didn't lose anybody. Yeah, and the Genestealer cult showed up, so maybe if we work together, maybe we can get out of this.
Yeah.
No,
they're going to keep... So the surprise has been sprung. The Xenos threat is a Genestealer cult. They have been doing some random acts of destruction across the coastal highway, and they are now at the Gastown market because it's a big gathering of people, and they are wreaking havoc. So we'll get to see exactly what they do over the course of the next turn or 2 before they kill everyone.
2 Pustrine Genestealers have crashed the party. David's 2 remaining fighters take one look at the beasts and bottle out. Turn 4.
They're going to go first this time because they just came in. Yes, Sean.
That was not a ooh, it shouldn't happen.
Oh,
that was
just
ooh, it's going to
scary.
be painful. Yeah.
All right, you went first last time, so I'll go first this time.
That was fine. Yeah.
All right, so the Genestealers get to activate.
Quarter win priority. The Pure Strain Genestealer charges Sister Brighthelm. The Genestealer has 4 attacks at weapon skill 4+, strength 4, and with 2 melee weapons.
Oh my god. I survived a round of Genestealer attacks. I get to stand up and make counterattack. 4. All right, so 1 hits, strength 4 against toughness 5. It does wound. He does not have armor. So it does 1 wound, so he has 3 wounds left.
Sister Brighthelm activates and hits the Genestealer back.
Wiper. Ooh, both hit. 1 wound, so that's down to 2 wounds, and then the pistol shot misses. 5 attacks back.
Oh my god.
Hitting on 4s, so all 3 hits. Wounding on. So 2 wounds. So she takes 1 wound. And then the other 2 attacks with the venomous bite, which has toxin and is AP -2, which doesn't get saves from those. Only 1 hits. Toxin, so it wounds on a 4 up. It does not wound.
Wow.
She survives 2 rounds of combat with a Genestealer.
Wow.
Antonio Corelli loots the stall.
Very chilly, a little brisk.
Oh.
Like, where's the 6?
Strength 3 against toughness 4. So roll to wound yourself. You did not wound yourself.
Right.
Lucky you. But you are pinned.
I am pinned.
Corelli stands back up with his second action. The other Genestealer charges Johnny Blaze.
So 1 of those hits. Wounds on a 3 up. So heavy service. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right. So you will take 1 wound from that.
Yes.
None hit. Lucky you. You get your reaction.
So 3 up. And then 2 fisticuffs are 4-ups. Wow.
Honk loots the stall.
5 credits.
Honk targets the Genestealer engaged with Sister Brighthelm.
So it actually will hit.
You rolled another ammo die.
Alright, so he does go out of ammo. It does not wound.
Memphis Reigns raids the stall.
A 3, so roll a D3 times 5.
Ooh.
15.
Sister Deadeye loots the vending machine.
Alright, raid.
6.
6. 6! Ha ha ha!
Somebody
All
just
right,
needs to
so
get a
I'll
6.
I'll work out the 3 items and the random for that.
Yeah, just write down that you have a 6. And we can roll it up later.
Cameron Poe moves and loots.
All right, so that's a D3.
Mm-hmm. No, I thought 4 was...
Oh, you're right. 4 and 5 are the third item of 30 or less.
Sister Ignitus loots.
He's had his headphones in.
15.
15 creds.
And we're going to call it here.
Yep.
Both remaining gangs opt to bottle and flee from the encroaching Xenos.
You got away with one there at that 6 at the end, that jackpot.
It's true. I was the one who managed to get the jackpot. We're both bottling.
Somebody was gonna get it. Yeah. No. Once the Genestealers, it was all hands on deck, grabbing and going.
Yeah. Also, it's like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
So.
I mean that's all consideration. But yeah. No. I mean I thought my guys handled themselves well. My Juve was gonna need to get his earbuds pulled out.
Yeah. That guy was
a little
inattentive.
ridiculous. But not that anybody would have really suffered. Nobody died. Everybody made it through. Relatively good shape. Made some money. Got some toys.
Yeah, we all got some cool stuff.
Yeah.
It was a good downtime game.
Just like a good white elephant swap. Just like a good Christmas party.
Yeah. We walked in, we stole everything that wasn't nailed down, and then we left.
Yeah, a couple people got knocked out.
And then I'm sure a lot of people were murdered by the Genestealers, but that's not our problem.
That's not our problem. We didn't bring the Genestealers. At least our guys didn't. I don't know what you guys did.
My guys did not bring the Genestealers.
Okay, well then we're good.
So, the Genestealers are tough. I was surprised that it didn't manage to take my fighter out. Very happy that she survived 2 rounds of combat with a Genestealer. She took half its health. It's better than nothing. But these guys are going to be a nightmare to deal with. So, I'm very intrigued to see how the story portion of this proceeds.
Yeah, I hope they're not like a fixture here. I think that was...
So the actual pure strain Genestealers, not so much. But the rest of the cult will be showing up a bunch. But there's still going to be the normal campaign.
Yeah, and I'd be fine with even 2 of them, or maybe even 3, but a rolling like that was like, there's no effort.
Well, right. So that was kind of built into the way I designed that part of the scenario to make it so that we couldn't stick around.
Yeah.
But yes, they're essentially a brute for the gang, so that you won't see too many of them. So yeah, there we go. End of downtime, which means that next game we're going to be starting the 4th cycle. So we're trucking. You kind of missed
bad to worse.
You missed out on the alien action a little bit.
Yeah, no, this was fun though.
And you got a bunch of gear.
Walk away with some gear that should help out in the future. I could see how this could get real interesting if everyone goes in focused on looting, and then all of a sudden, soul suckers. Yeah. Genestealers. Yeah. It's been a long night.
Yes, it is. It's been very long.
But this was a good one. I like this format.
It's a cool scenario.
Yeah.
David cashes in his loot for some long rifles and frag grenades. Sean picks up 3 frag grenades and stashes his cash. Eleanor grabs a telescopic sight, plus picks up a combi bolter flamer for her jackpot, and we enter the second half of the campaign.
We must consult the ancestor core about what the hell that was. Brethren of the Redemption, our enemy has been found. Our job is simple now. We must track them down and rip them out root and branch. For the house, for the redemption, and for the Emperor! Thank you to Alexi Action for the theme song, and Carl Casey at Whitebat Audio for the rest of the music. And thanks as always to my patrons. You guys make this show possible.
And of course, if you'd like to become a patron, you can do so for as little as $2 a month over at patreon.com/domerunners. Join the Discord, chat with us. And of course, you can get the podcast at domerunners.buzzsprout.com. And as always, everybody stay safe and don't forget to change your paint water.